Hello everybody. This is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is gonna be a bit of a different video. This is not a review video. This is more of a my opinion video. Well, the review is kind of my opinion anyway, but still, this isn't the same. That isn't the same thing. I really can't wait for Head Start to open back up and the school system to open back up, because when they do, I'm gonna be a recording machine when that happens. Because when it happens, I'm gonna get up as soon as they leave, whether I'm tired or not, and record all the shows that I have kind of been neglecting. And for those of you who are watching the neglected shows, I apologize for not getting everything out. I really shouldn't have picked up so many shows. So, once I get caught up, like let's say, once My Hero Academia finishes up, because I think there's like 5 episodes left before season 4 is over with. And once I finish with that one, once I finish Bo Fury, once I finish Helsing, Fruits Basket, Oron, all those shows. Once I finish all those shows and have like maybe 5-6 shows to work on, maybe 7, I don't know. But once I finish all these shows, I'm going to, try and, like I said, not do as much because it's kind of wearing me a bit thin. I'm spreading myself too thin is what I'm doing when it comes to the shows. Because once I finish season 2 of High School DxD, once I finish season 2 of Konosuba, that was going to be done anyway, but still. Once I finish some of the seasons of these shows, I'm going to put them to the side and just focus on the big ones. That way I can get them done. Anyway, enough about what I'm planning on doing once, everything calms down a bit, because I'm hoping it's like the end of May, from what I'm hearing, on whether the school system and Head Start open back up. Well, then again, once end of May pops up, school system's going to be over it anyway. But once Head Start opens back up, that's when I'm going to be recording machine and doing all that. But anyway, enough about that. You could probably guess what the title, what I'm going to talk about is by the title. But I don't know how long this video is going to be, but it's going to be like a rant type video. And essentially the title is going to be, what I'm going to talk about is I didn't play in this video, guys. I don't have a script or anything like that, so, yeah. Anyway, what I'm going to be talking about is what I think is wrong with YouTube and what they need to fix. And, what I mean by that is, like, the different stuff that they have implemented in the website needs to be fixed. And what I mean by that is, for example, the copyright system. Now, there's a couple reasons why I say this. Or, not really the copyright system, but more like the flagging system in general. So, I think I got, like, a subtopic to talk about with the copyright stuff, but, and the community guidelines stuff, but, yeah, YouTube needs to fine-tune that a bit, because there have obviously been, false flaggings of people who don't own the content don't own the rights to content on YouTube, and they flag it just because they don't like the creator or whatever, just to get the stuff taken down. Or, I don't know if you guys have seen this on YouTube, but I've been following the whole Suzy Loot thing. And, I know I have no real right to talk about this because I run a reaction channel as well, but yeah, what she's doing and putting it up on YouTube is she's not using her head. She doesn't know anything about fair use, because yeah, she got actually taken down by TV Tokyo at the end, like around the holidays last year. Because, she's been obviously uploading full-length reaction videos up on YouTube of anime. If it was anything else, even cartoons wouldn't save her on this one. Because they can be just as brutal as the anime companies can. But yeah, they took her channel down because of Naruto videos, from what I heard. And she flexed and called her YouTube partner manager and got people to go back to work on the holidays just to reverse those strikes, which is against the law. It's illegal to do that because they have a law in place that involves safe harbor where YouTube cannot interfere with copyright stuff like that, because then they'd get in hot water. So either, I'm guessing Suzy Lou is abusing her power with this, because yeah, you should, even no matter how big you are on YouTube, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. Because yeah, that is it's not a bot like she claims it is. It is not a bot. It is the company TV Tokyo is, I'm guessing, they have employees at TV Tokyo that review any sort of, claim, or not really claim, content ID thing that comes through for their content. And if it's, that's where the strikes come in. The companies end up striking the content, and yeah, from what I've seen on her channel, they have every right to strike her content. She's uploading full-length anime videos on YouTube where she essentially is using stolen content because she's not even cutting down the content. I at least cut out the copyright I at least cut out the opening, so I'm cutting down my content a little bit. Not much, but I still cut it down. So, yeah, she needs to stop doing that. She doesn't seem to get that, yes, there is such a thing as fair use, but if it was fair use for her, she would have cut up the content like other reaction channels do, cut out bits and pieces here and there, and then just upload that to YouTube. Anyway, but yeah, TV Tokyo had every right to take her down, and they have every right to do so in the future. So, yeah, that's my opinion on it. She is abusing her power, and YouTube needs to go through and not do that anymore because, yeah, they're going to get themselves in hot water. They've already gotten themselves... You would think they would have learned by the whole COPPA thing. They're going to get themselves in hot water because of one creator, and she's not even 1 million subscribers, so why are you guys giving her such special treatment? Anyway, what this is essentially is tying into what I was trying to talk about with the whole copyright system. People can false flag things, and also the fact that she shuts down anybody who criticizes her channel. So, Suzy Lou, if you're watching this, yeah, you need to stop abusing your power and just learn to take criticism is what you need to do, because you can't get rid of criticism entirely. Criticism isn't necessarily a bad thing. And also there's a difference between criticism and just straight out hate. Because criticism is supposed to help you learn, or by pointing out what you're doing wrong, what your faults are when it comes to something, and help you learn and get better, and it's supposed to be a good thing. But no, she treats it as cyberbullying. So, if this video goes down, I'm gonna post a message in Discord telling you guys if this video goes down, then that's why she's got me. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's the whole issue with the copyright system, or the flagging system, I should say, is that YouTube has made it so that anybody can report anything, even when they don't own the copyright to it. Oh, and obviously, Suzy Lou, there is no such thing as having the copyright to your face. If anything, Mother Nature has that. No, the only thing you have is any copyright to any photo or videos that you take, and even then, that's for the photographer or the video recorder, and not necessarily you. But even then... Anyway, I'm getting myself off topic. Then again, it's kind of off topic, and it's not because it relates to this. But YouTube needs to essentially have a system that's better in place for this, because how would I word this? what they need to do is have some sort of system in place to where if someone wants to report something, they go into where you would go to report it, and you put in what you're reporting, and if it's like copyright, like, you know, anime music, cartoons, whatever, you have to provide some kind of proof that you actually own the copyright to it. I wouldn't know how they would do that, but that's how I would say you would do it. That way, you know, you can't falsely flag somebody just because you don't like them or you don't like what they're saying about you or whatever. But that would be what they need to do, but obviously I don't think they can do that because how would they even go about doing it, to be honest? Leave your comments down below on how you think they would need to improve it, is what I'm saying. And same goes for the community guidelines stuff. Just because what they need to do is, if YouTube gets a thing when it comes to cyberbullying or any of that stuff that involves the community guidelines stuff, what they need to do is go through the video in question that is reported, and if it is actually, you know, cyberbullying or whatever, then yes, take it down. But if it's criticism, it's not. It doesn't need to be taken down. Because just because you criticize somebody doesn't mean you're cyberbullying them or harassing them. No, there's a difference. But like I said, how would they implement? That would just take too much time, to be completely honest with you. But that's what they need to do in order to make the site better and to make it safer for people to actually express their opinion, because yeah, if Susie Lou has her way, nobody would be able to criticize anybody, and like I said, criticism is not a bad thing. Anyway, let's see, what do I need to do? What else do I need to talk about? Dang it, like I said, I did not script this. I just decided to record it on the fly. The flagging system needs to be redone. What do you guys think? Actually, hang on. I'm gonna cut this out anyway, so it's not that big a deal. Actually, what am I saying? I could just fix the title to where it's just... And if this stuff starts shaking, it's because whenever they came and fixed stuff on the house, they had to fix the floors in the hallway. They had to crank up the wall a little bit so they could get everything, you know, where it's level. And because they did that, they made everything else kind of wonky. Because when I walk around in my room, normally nothing happens. But after they started doing that, they did that. Every time I like walk in my room, my dresser shakes. And it's not because I'm freaking overweight. No, that's not the issue here. Because it does that with my mom as well. So it's not just me. So, and also my camera never shook either. So, then again, I think it's kind of because it's not quite stable enough to where it won't do that. But that's an issue for another time. Anyway, but yeah, YouTube needs to refine their flagging system to where they can... So where people can't really abuse it, but it's kind the issue is how they would go about doing it. What do you guys think? How do you think they should go about doing it? What are your opinions? And yeah, Susie Lou, if you're watching this, just think about what you're doing on your channel and think about whether it's right. You're essentially stealing content and putting it up on YouTube for people to watch for free. Where essentially they needed to watch it on a streaming site. I know I do that too, but yeah, I don't put it up on YouTube for everybody to see. That's stupid. Because you're just asking to get copyrighted. And no, it doesn't cover fair use. You're not transforming your work. You're not making it into like a parody, for example. or something like that. You're not doing that when it needs to be in order to be transformative. But yeah, that's what I have to say about the flagging system. For the most part, it works. At least on my end, it does, because the ones that have gotten anything that's gotten reported on or claimed on my channel, which isn't a whole lot, it's actually been legit, from what I can tell. But there are people out there who do abuse the flagging system, aka Suzy Lou, for example. I don't know if any others off the top of my head that do that, but I'm sure there are a lot of people that do that. But YouTube needs to do something about this, because they don't need to get themselves in legal hot water. They've already done so by doing that for Suzy Lou. And yeah, they're going to probably be kicking themselves, thinking that they shouldn't have done that. Actually, I wonder if anybody has any connections to the government, because if they do, they could report this whole thing and get YouTube in legal hot water again. I'm not saying anybody should, but the government does need to know that their law was being violated again. And not their COPPA law, their actual DMCA law. Because they violated safe harbor by getting involved in this whole thing. Because they're not supposed to. That's why whenever they get, a copyright strike for somebody, they send the plea appeal, where you get to appeal the thing to try and get the strike taken away. They send it directly to the person who ended up sending the strike in the first place. I'm like, I know they can't really review it themselves because that's whole safe harbor thing, but come on. What they need to do is send it to a judge or someone in the legal system instead of sending it to the same person who did the strike in the first place. Because they're just going to say, oh no, this does violate it, I'm keeping it up. Yeah, that's not abusive in any way. Yeah, that's another reason why what they need to fix. If they're not going to review it themselves, they need to send it to a lawyer or a judge or somebody. A third party, essentially, who's not involved in either YouTube or the company in question. Is what they need to do. But then again, it would have to be a company or something, because there's no way one person would be able to look through every single copyright thing that comes their way. There ain't no way. Anyway, that's all I have to really say on this issue. Actually, I might not even post this at all. I'm not sure. If I do, go leave your comments down below. And I will see everybody next time.